చేసేయండి.
ఏది మ్యామ్?
You can start. You can start.
No, what? Okay. Hello, everyone. Okay. So welcome to another exciting session of Mental Health Awareness Month. Today, our topic is about managing anxiety for better well-being. So welcome for this lovely session and request you all to be more interactive and participate. It will be nice if you can also open your videos so that we can have more interactive session, because this is about us. Yeah. And can I also request, if possible, if you can keep a book or paper, pen with you, and also one water bottle. Request you to please keep your videos on so that we can enjoy the session, and also keep a paper, pen, and a water bottle along with you. For the next 45 minutes, the session will be interactive, but only you can put your questions or your answers in the chat. Your answers will be appreciated, and your questions will be answered in the last question and answer session, where we can unmute you. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah. So can anyone say, what is anxiety? What do you think anxiety is all about? Do we all have anxiety? Yes or no? I request you all to respond on chat. Do we all have anxiety with us? Yeah. Yeah, Shubhadra said getting things to be done in rush. Vijay Lakshmi ma'am says yes, we all have anxiety. Yeah, so anxiety it's very common. Every one of us will have anxiety. It's nothing like some problem or some difficulty. It's a general body response to any situations, whether we either respond or we fight or we flight. So just let's take a quick understanding about what is anxiety. So we have seen that evolutionary perspective of anxiety is about survival function. So the previous people, those who never understood what is anxiety, or never who understood also, like there was a word existing, anxiety, before us, our prior generations, they used to have this anxiety to foresee what can happen in future, so that they can take measurable action to prevent, or to have a preventive action for the present. But right now, in this fast moving generation, what is happening with all of us is we are trying to be so overthinking or procrastinating, or because of different too many things in our plate, we are not able to manage the time. So because of all these things, what is happening is we are imagining the troubles, or we are imagining the fears, which is actually creating anxiety in us. It's a general health. But when we start overthinking or procrastinating about the future, too much of future, what is going to happen, or fearing what might happen in the future, is actually giving us a lot of anxiety issues. So basically, what science says is anxiety is nothing. It's about our body reaction, or our behavior reaction, or our thoughts reaction to something which is like a either fight or flight. And we all know fight is addressing the situation, and flight is avoiding the situation. So anxiety can also be of two types. So may I know, how do you respond to your anxiety? Last time, whenever you had a situation where you really you had anxiety, how did you respond? Did you fight or did you flight? Yeah, can I have responses, please? Can I see some responses? What we do? Keep silent and alone. Yeah. What is this behavior? Flight or fight? Keeping silent and being alone is a flight. Flight, spoke with friend, mother to distract. Yes, very good. Thank you, Shreya. Okay. What others do? Do you flight or do you fight? Vijay Lakshmi ma'am said express anger. Expressing anger is a flight or fight? Fight. But fight with which kind of emotion? Anger is a emotion again. So are we fighting it in a positive way or negative way? Anger, fight, then breathing. Very nice. Somebody said, Sunita said breathing. Very nice. Yeah. So expressing anger is again a fight, but it's a negative way. So it actually increases your anxiety. Yeah, do you agree? So what gives, according to you, what is better? Either you should, when you have anxiety, whether you should fight or flight. What do you suggest? As a caregiver, as a counselor, as a person who actually have lots of empathy towards other people in society? Flight is better. Shreya said flight is better. Somebody said both is good based on situation. Yes. Somebody said fight is good. Okay. Good responses. It depends. Yeah, it is very much situational. Very, very right. Actually, fight and flight sometimes both are not in our hands. True, agree? Yeah. So it is basically about all situations. Sometimes situation, sometimes also something triggers. And that is how you respond. It's your reaction to that particular situation that actually makes you fight or flight. Yeah. So these are so common words, no? Stress and anxiety. These two things. Actually, we sometimes keep using both the terms for different situations. And sometimes we confuse ourselves with these two terms also. So let us understand what is the basic difference between anxiety and stress. Anxiety is prevailing in among all of us. It's with everybody, anxiety. As a person from child to old age, everybody, they have anxiety because that is something we are thinking about future. But stress is something where actually we are reacting or responding to the present situation or that particular situation. So stress can go off when that situation is closed. But anxiety, it persists. It's only triggers when you have that kind of situation or that kind of triggering factors with you. So it is very constant. So you have to keep your anxiety healthy, and stress is very temporary. So you have to keep your stress also. Sometimes there are two types, positive and negative. So similarly, when we are come to anxiety also, when you do fight, flight is avoiding. When you do fight, fight again has two types. If you are doing it in a negative emotion, then it becomes a negative anxiety. And even if you do it with a positive emotion, then it actually helps you. Yes. So don't go to the slide, don't see the slide, but can you tell me, so what happens when you actually, there is some situation and you get anxiety? So what kind of, actually your body shows a symptom, because anxiety symptoms are different for different people. It is a unique thing. So everybody, every body, every thought, every emotion actually react in a very different way. So can I see answers? What happens to you when you feel anxiety? Sleepless, feel scared, yes. Sweat, heartbeat, fast heartbeat, binge eating, yes. You lose focus, yes. Fear, no rational thinking. Very good. No rational thinking. Yes. Jhansi Rani, overeating. Yes. We keep eating. Irritated. We feel very irritated. Sleepless. Yeah, thank you so much for these are all actually are facts which actually happens to us. Yes, we are not actually, and it is like something which happens so uh, very on the spot when you see such kind of situation, or when you meet that kind of triggering factors, immediately your body shows that symptoms. Yeah. So what all you have written in the chat: short temper, lose patience of mind. Yes. So I think many of us are actually having all these things we trigger, but we know how to handle it also. So let's go through this things which you already have listed in the chat. I'm just reiterating these things. One is the excessive worrying, which is constant, uncontrollable worries about everyday things. Like, as human being, after certain experiences, what happened, for everything we start worrying. What will happen if this thing will happen like this or like that? What will happen? So it's a constant. Our body feels like we have to keep worrying for something which is not actually, might not happen also. But we keep thinking about future and get worry in the present. So anxiety is all about worrying about the future and spoiling our health, our thoughts, our behaviors in the present. So that's why we are saying that this is a very important thing that we need to work on. Anxiety is more than just feeling worried. It can affect your body and mind in many ways. So excessive worrying, fatigue. Fatigue is though you take good amount of rest, but still you feel you are tired, your sleep is not completed, and because of this fatigue, you having this irritable tendency. So if everybody somebody speaks something or something which you don't like, then you react. You start reacting to things. You are restless. Then because of your reaction and your stress, what happens? You have a lot of health issues also, like overeating, digestive issues, or constipation, or diarrhea. Anything. The stomach is upset. Your whole system is actually upset. So there, because of all these things, again, because of overthinking, you have sleep problems. And because of all this, again, you have difficulty focusing. Somebody said focus. Yes, difficulty in concentrating on some particular thing. Even though you want to focus on some activity, your mind keeps going to some other thoughts. Yeah, and as many people said, it is physical symptoms such as racing heart, sweating, trembling, shortness of breath, stomach ache, headache, and sometimes a low feeling. Yeah. So everyone experience anxiety differently. So we should not think whatever are listed here might be few of the things, but your body might react in some certain other way also. These are not fixed. It's all your thoughts, your emotion, and your action and your body. If your symptoms feel overwhelming or interfere with daily life, consider talking to a mental health professional. Otherwise, anxiety is a common thing. We need not really worry about it, but we need to talk about it. Okay. So now you said, so I want everybody to just think about the recent triggering thing which the situation where you had anxiety and what triggered you. Just think about the recent situation where you had anxiety and what triggered you. Can you list? Yeah, multitasking. So when you do multitasking, you have that triggers your anxiety. Yes. Can I have some more answers? What was the last situation? You please think and then you can write. Too many commitments. Yeah, deadlines. When you have too many commitments and deadlines, that gives you a lot of anxiety. And with this anxiety, we don't know whether we finish that commitments, but definitely we have a lot of other issues coming up. Relatives ill health, true. When I have to lose my self-respect to maintain relation in family, very much true. Yes, as a woman, especially true. Illness, yes, it can be our own illness or sometimes family, and as somebody said, very close relatives ill health also, and sometimes your own friend, best friend health also. Yes. So these are many other things, and if you are a student, Anybody are student here? Okay. So in multitasking also we can say, when you have too many tasks to do, especially peer pressures for adolescents, it might be peer pressure, it might be exams, yeah, all, and family expectations, all these things also trigger. So somewhere we have to see that anxiety is not related to certain age. It is prevailing from very young age till we are existing, because it is something which keeps happening. So in this, we can also see high expectations, social situations, negative news in the media. For example, if somebody can connect today, you would have heard today it said that there is a NEET cancellation. So people who are having someone in their family or who they know who are writing NEET, that actually triggers your anxiety. So these kind of very small things, when you see media or news, or when you see a social issue like somewhere some small child getting raped, killed, so all these kind of things, even the media, relationship challenges, like maintaining everybody in the house. Somebody said recently that maintain relation in family. So all these are also big challenges. Lack of sleep or rest also creates a lot of anxiety. And sometimes it is also uncertainty or a change. So sometimes in your own personal or in the family, there are big changes which you are not prepared for. So that also creates a lot of anxiety in you. So by identifying early cues, like you have some past experiences, what causes anxiety in you, how you are reacting, if you can identify those things and also see what kind of points or situations or people actually trigger your those anxieties, you have to actually list down, and you can also write down how you actually responded to those kind of situations. It can be thoughts, it can be physical sensations, it can be your own behaviors. So what helps you to prevent yourself from getting into negative anxiety or over anxiety? That is, notice it early, and this can happen only when you are focusing on yourself and when you are in your present. Such situations. Yeah, everybody of us know now what causes anxiety. Are we aware of our own body? What makes us getting anxiety? Yes, we know ourselves so much that we know what causes anxiety. So notice it early, take slow breaths, write it down. You have to write down what is actually triggering it. Talk to someone and also try to seek help. Catching early cues helps you to take action early. You're not alone and you can feel better. Okay, so before we go to the next slide, so may I have some answers about, okay, now we understood what is anxiety, how it triggers, how you can identify, and you also had a reflection about what was the last time when you felt anxiety. So what did you do to overcome, or how did you overcome those situations? Yeah. How did you yourself have overcome the anxiety situation? How did you help yourself? Yes, can I have some responses on the chat? Do gardening. Yes, very good. Swapping into my activity which feels me high. Very nice. Yes. Connecting to plants. Connecting to plants, connecting to nature. Very nice. Eat a chocolate. Yeah. Walk, painting, talking to friends. Yes. Talk to friends or family about it. Nature, hobbies, eating sweets, doing what I like to do. Great. Very good answers. Eat what I want to eat. Yes. So you all know how to identify your triggering factors in anxiety and also how to overcome it. Yes. What you can do to deal with your anxiety is do some exercise. Daily have a routine where you have some kind of, as you said, gardening is an exercise. You can do walking. Yes. Do some kind of yoga. Then health, maintain your health. Have some hobby, whatever you like. Many people have actually answered saying that doing something which I like. That's a very, very important thing. When you actually have to deal with something low feeling or situations like that, do something which you like and which actually boosts your own energy. And relaxation. Try to relax. Everything can wait. If you are not okay, let it be like that. Take a break, relax, do something which actually gives you relaxation. Try to be more positive. Try to make all the negative thoughts into more positive. Try to make all your negative actions into more positive actions. And I will not say last, but very important thing is time management. Sometimes most of us actually get into the trap of anxiety because of our own time management. If we can do a proper time management, then most of us can actually deal with our own anxieties with ourselves. I guess. So, as you said, we will go through three important tips which can keep a daily habits for a healthy mind. The first one is protect your peace. Yeah, can we do this? Is it in our control? Can we protect our own peace? Is it in our control? Yes. How many feel yes? How many feel it is difficult? Up to some extent, yes. I'm talking about our own peace. Think, yes. Yes, many of you are writing yes. Yes. But instant answer, definitely it will be up to some extent when somebody say, can you protect your peace? How can I protect my peace? Because there are so many people around us and I have to manage everybody. So how can my peace be in my control? Yeah, that is the first. But if you think, if you are calm, if you are in your present, if you are in focus, then yes, the answer is yes. You can protect your peace. You can choose your boundaries. You can choose your own set of situations, people. Regular routine, you have to deal with everything. But when your body is not okay to deal things, then definitely you can protect your peace by setting boundaries, creating safe spaces, take a moment to reflect, meditate, and do something without any external distractions. The second thing is, yes, can we move our body or we have to take some permissions from someone? Moving our body, is it with us or we have to seek permissions or wait for somebody's nod? Is this in our control? Yeah? Yes, very good. No permissions required. Yes? And yes. So moving our own bodies, we have complete control on it. Yes, we have our control. If we want, if we really we want to do, we can go for exercise, we can do yoga. Yeah, we have our routine, we have work, we have to send children to the school, we have to make the breakfast, lunch, prepare. Where do we have time? But every one of us know if we want, we can do it. We actually try to postpone it or try to get some excuse because we have to do multitasking. But there are many people who actually, though are multitasking, still find out time for their own thing. So nowadays everybody say me time. What do people do in me time? Yeah, somebody can say what we do in me time. What kind of activities actually we are doing in me time? Yeah, self-love. In me time, we are doing self-love. We are scrolling mobile videos. Yes. Being yourself. Yes. Self-love, being yourself, relaxing, all are very good for your mental health. Slow down. Yes. It's okay. We can slow down our pace. If you think that actually you have to do something in the next 2 hours, it's okay. Slow down. Do it when you feel okay. But keep some timeline. If you think that it can again be postponed to some more time, then actually that actually adds anxiety to you. So you have to figure out and say, okay, after 1 hour, I will do it. If right now my body is not ready for this, let me do it after 1 hour, or find some other alternative. For example, if you feel you don't want to really, you're feeling very lazy to cook food, especially the dinner for your family, you have to force yourself. So you're getting that anxiety from 2 hours before, from afternoon 4 o'clock, you start keep thinking, oh, I have to prepare dinner, I have to prepare dinner. It's okay. If you're not ready for it, for one day, you have other alternatives. You can request some family member to do it. You all, as a family, you can ask everybody to contribute, and everybody, like a group activity, can do it. Find some other alternative where actually you also enjoy, or get it from outside. But that you can't continue doing for all the days. Yes, that also we have to understand. It's only for that time, that situation, you can do it. So that is okay, that you can take time, you can find, you can enjoy that thing. But if you do it continuously, then definitely your anxiety levels are going to increase instead of getting decreased. Cooking interested recipes, very good. Anything that relaxes us, like reels. Yeah, so coming to somebody, most of you, few people have said, sorry, like scrolling mobile videos, reels, relax. So in that also, what kind of content you are seeing also helps, whether it is actually reducing your anxiety or it is increasing. Sometimes we see some videos related to the present mood. So the present mood, if you have some issue, you actually keep seeing that videos only, scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. What happens? Are you able to, whether it is helping you to come out of your mood, or is it taking you in deep inside into that mood? So that kind of reflections are also very much important. So when you have that kind of me time, you have to see what really helps you and what kind of engagements that helps you to overcome things. Stay connected. Yeah. Nobody told actually they are going, they talk to their friends, they talk to their moms, they talk to their children, they talk to their colleague. Yeah, so if they talk, it will add to my anxiety. Okay, stay connected. Yeah, Vijayalakshmi ma'am said it will add to my anxiety. Yeah, okay. But yeah, but definitely there will be someone who actually you can share, you can be yourself, you can talk whatever you want, and you can actually take out all that emotion, talk, speak out, let the negative energy go out, and then you feel relaxed. And that is how also you can address your anxiety. Many people said about relax and self kindness. Self kindness again are three levels. Always say one good thing to yourself. What happens actually, uh, we expect somebody else to say something good to us. Sometimes it's okay, but that you can't demand. It happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, don't expect anything of that sort of thing. It is always you have to do self appreciation. Be good about it. Today you made something, or today really you have done some good performances, or you really did something which you think is a different milestone or a different kind of things which you wanted to actually do from very long time, and you have done. Self appreciate, pat yourself, be the self kind, self love person. Don't expect that from others. Make time for something you love. Level two is you have to make time for something you love. For example, going for a walk, or watching a movie, or something, or meeting a friends. Whatever you feel that you love, you have to make time for it. And the other one is set a healthy boundary without guilt. That is, if you're not okay, say you're not okay. Yes. So now here we come up with practical coping strategies. So one thing is, in the beginning we have learned flight. Flight is the trap of avoidance. So I would request again to listen from everyone. What do you think? Like, if you avoid things, your anxiety will go off, it will be addressed. Yes, can I see some responses on this? If you try to avoid situations, does the fear or the issue, will it go off? Yes, many said no, and that is true. So when you avoid or when you take flight kind of reaction, then actually, well, for the time being, you are trying to avoid it or trying to avoid the fear or the procrastinations which might come out of your anxiety. But you are not going to completely avoid those situations. So you have to fight it. Fight is the only good option, but not all the time. Sometimes maybe being calm, leaving that situation also helps. It's all depends on your own situation, how you want to deal it. It's all unique. Again, as we are from the beginning saying, everything is unique. It's all your mind, your body, how it reacting and how you want to respond. So avoiding few people will help in reducing anxiety, but can you avoid those people forever? Can we afford to avoid people forever? Sometime after that, they come back in your life. Yes. So better try to respond instead of avoiding it. And that can be done in, no, but for timing. Again, yes. So for the timing, it's okay. But after some time, try to work on that so that in future that doesn't add to your triggering factor for the anxiety. Okay. So now we have discussed many things about anxiety, how it triggers, what are the symptoms, how do we react, what were our past experiences, how we dealt with it, and all. So now I request, I hope everybody have a water bottle near you or a glass of water. So let me take through one of the interesting mindful relaxation technique, which actually helps you to calm down when you are undergoing this anxiety situation. First, I will explain you and then we will do it. Yeah. So this is called 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 grounding technique, which actually helps instead of focusing on something which is in future. This mindful activity will help us to bring back all our senses to the present, all our five senses to the present, and help us to be in the present. So I will give you the instructions, and when I take to those instructions, in the first step, you have to hear 5 sounds. Then the next instruction will help you to smell 4 things. Then you have to touch 3 things, feel 3 things, and then with your eyes, you have to see 2 things. And the last one, but very important, our taste. So the taste buds. So we have to, when I say with the last one, taste, so we all have some water or any chocolate with you. I want you to use it when I instruct you in that. Yeah. So just follow my instructions. Relax, sit freely. Just take a look around your environment, wherever you are sitting. Try to just have a look around you. Be aware of your environment wherever you are sitting. Be relaxed. Everyone, close your eyes, please. I request everyone to close your eyes. Be focused in the present. Try to focus on the present and follow the instructions. Through this mindful activity, we are trying to use our all the five senses to focus on the present moment. Continue to close your eyes. Try to listen any five sounds around you. Close your eyes. Focus on the ears. Try to identify any five sounds around you. Next, try to notice the smell in the air. Try to identify any four smells of things which are in your surroundings. It can be your cloth, it can be your table, it can be your pen, it can be your own hands, body, or the natural smell in the air. Try to smell any four scents in the air. Yeah. Next, I want you to feel the textures around you. With your hands, try to touch any three things. Yeah. Try to touch any three things around you. It can again be the texture of your book, pen, your body, your dress. Yes. Rub your hands. Slowly rub your hands. Put it on your eyes. Feel the warmth of your hands. Feel the warmth of your hands and slowly open your eyes. I can't see your videos, but hope you have opened your eyes. Try to observe any two things in your surroundings. Try to see any two things in your surroundings. Next, I want you to Feel the sense of taste. Take the water bottle. Try to drink water from it. Try to drink slowly. Feel the taste of the water. You have to feel the taste of the water. Do it mindfully. Do it slowly. Feel it. Feel the taste. Feel the texture of the water through the tongue. Yes. Can I have on the chat how did you feel? How did you feel? How did you really feel? Yes, relaxing. Focused, calm. Yeah, some more responses. Anyone who could not actually do this activity? Were there anyone who could not actually do this activity? Who could not focus? Jansi wrote calm. Sunita said calmness. Manisha said, love the grounding. Thank you. Thank you, Manisha. Yes. Is there someone who could not do this activity? There was peace. Yes. And all this could happen because you focused on the present. Your whole focus from your internal thing, it came from external thing, actually, it came to internal. You were connected to your own surroundings, your own senses, and you were in the present. So that helped you to feel the calm and peace. Yes. Self care is being kind and gentle to yourself. Everybody nowadays talk about self care. But what is self care? Self care is something which you have to be kind and gentle to yourself. It's not again doing something for someone because you are feeling happy. Do it for your own. You do it on yourself, which actually can give some relaxation to you. Do it for yourself. Yes. So here we are actually closing today's session. Hope you all have enjoyed it. Yeah, anything, we will I will unmute you so that we can have the question and answer session. Just 1 more minute. I have been associated, my name is Arunmai, and I have been associated with Manojagrithi since last 3 years. I have been volunteering and I have actually joined Manojagrithi to do my basic counseling course. Later, I have volunteered and been associated with Manojagrithi. Manojagrithi gives lot of diverse experiences and also opportunities to be associated, understand, learn, and also experiment and try to engage with different age groups, with different issues, and try to be with your own self. And it is actually one of the self-love what I see being associated with Manojagrithi, because it's not time bound, it is not compulsion. It's all whenever you feel you wanted to connect with people, want to help others. And when you are in this field, you try, because self-care is something, when for someone it is like when you take care of somebody else emotions also, it's also a self-care. So I actually love to be associated, and there are different opportunities. So whenever I find time, I associated myself and volunteer with Manojagrithi. Yeah, this is about me and Manojagrithi. And now we go to the question and answer session. Thank you, Vijay Lakshmi ma'am.
Yes. Student participants can unmute yourself now. If you have any doubts, you can ask.
Hope you all enjoyed the session, and lots of self-love from the session to help yourself, because anxiety is a very common thing. If you can really address and help yourself, it's fine. If it goes beyond a range, then definitely you should talk to someone and seek professional. So no issue. But yes, any questions or any
Really
suggestions?
nice session, Arunmai. The flow of the session, so it landed slowly. It's very nice.
Thank you, ma'am.
If you have any doubts, you can ask. Otherwise, whatever your takeaways today from this session, just you can share. It will help us to plan further in the sessions also. You can share what you have understood, what you like the most. I hope you can unmute
Yeah,
yourself.
maybe your takeaway.
Ma'am,
Yes,
hello.
Sunita.
Yes, ma'am, understood the difference between stress and anxiety.
Yeah, sorry, what was the question?
No, understood the difference
Okay.
between stress and anxiety, ma'am.
Okay. So you're ready
I
to
think,
deal with it.
yeah, ma'am. Thank you. It was a very nice session.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Shreya is saying that it was a great session. I liked the activity part done every day. It helps implement what is taught. And Manisha, breathing, self-care, grounding techniques she's taking for today's session.
And there is one thing what I think Jansi Garu wrote. Are there any instant techniques to handle anxiety? Yeah, whatever. Like right now we spoke. What you want to do, being with yourself, and something which keeps your confidence or your motivation levels high, you can do instantly. Just take some time, 5 minutes, take for yourself. Either what we said right now, being mindful about what you're doing, meditating, or deep breathing will actually instantly try to calm you down. I'm not saying it will solve the problem or take you out from the situation, but definitely it will calm you down so that you can actually think about the right action for that situation.
Yes. Because being in the moment itself gives us relaxation from that overthinking because that was created because of anxiety.
Experience with senses feel is new technique I learned today. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, if you have any doubts, you can ask. Otherwise, we can end the session. Arunmai, you can take over and end the session and request participants also to join tomorrow's session also. Okay.
Yeah. So thank you everyone for joining the session. Hope we can use these small techniques or whatever takeaways from this session today in our daily life so that we can keep our physical and mental health healthy, which is in our control, our hands. All the best. And request everybody to join for tomorrow's another new session of mental health. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.